What's up, everybody? It's a Monday. It's your boy, the Vast Slap, and we've got more FM Manager 2024 coming at you. And as you know, we're rebuilding LA Galaxy. Yeah, you know how to do it. And it's actually going pretty darn good, if I can say so myself. A little bit surprised at how easy it has all been, considering we don't have the players that we want to have, and considering that we can't sign any players. I feel like it's too easy. But things can change, because today is a very exciting day. Let's switch over to the screens, and if you haven't done so already, while I'm switching over, click the little subscribe button and get subscribed to the channel. Why not do it? Let's get to the game. Yeah, let's do it. Come on, we're going to do the game. So as you can see right here on the game, like I said, it's being a little bit too easy. You can have a look at the Major League Soccer tournament. This is the Western Conference. We're currently 12 points ahead of Minnesota United. And quite far ahead of the others. In fact, we're 24 points here of 10th place. These are the 9 that go into the playoffs. It's 9 and 9 on the other side. So I feel like we should be okay going into the playoffs. So that side's not bad. Overall, this is the Major League United Soccer Supporters Shield. It's just basically overall, they combine both of them in a league. You can see we're 1 point ahead of Atlanta United, who's in the other Eastern Conference. But we do have 2 games in hand over Atlanta. In fact, the 4 teams that we have lost to, if we look over on this side, is Seattle, Cincinnati, Atlanta, and Nashville, considering 3 of them are in the Eastern Conference in Atlanta and Cincinnati. We're not doing too bad. Although the Nashville one kind of annoys me because they're sitting all the way down in 23rd overall. But we'll get to the Seattle loss because you guys don't know about that one. And then also, we have now been officially entered into the League's Cup. Now, I had to go Google this because I had no idea that this was an actual thing. The League's Cup, established in 2019, basically puts the USA and Canada against Mexico in a little league thing that they do. 15 groups, 3 teams per group, consisting of 2 leagues, the Major League Soccer and the Mexican First Division. Yeah, so Canadian teams that are in like Montreal, they're playing any Canadian team that plays in the MLS, basically. Any US team that plays in the MLS, and any Mexican team that plays in the Mexican division. Now, of course, I am still a little bit sick. I am getting better, so I do apologize if I cough or sneeze or something during the video. Editor Vaz will try his best to try and get it out, but sometimes it stays in, unfortunately. In terms of how we've been doing, though, let's take a look at the schedule. From our last sort of games, I think we didn't really play. I can't even remember how far back we were. We played the Seattle game, I think it was, and the Tulsa game. I think that's where we last were. Well, as you can see, we've been on a sea of wins, beating the likes of Houston, Red Bull, Salt Lake, New England. We drew with San Jose, which is a little bit of annoyance, but it was a game that we struggled in every aspect of it. They went up 1-0 in the 39th minute. We drew in the 57th minute. They then scored a winner in the what they thought was a winner in the 82nd. When Douglas Costa pitched up in the 92nd minute to score that equalizer. Very, very annoying. And then we did take on Minnesota, beating them 1-0, Vancouver 2-1, Austin FC 3-1, Toronto FC 2-1, Orlando City 2-0, and then Portland, we beat them 3-1. Of course, big annoyance was this game against Seattle. We just were out of it. We just weren't in this game at all. No matter how hard I tried, we just couldn't break the mold when it came to this team. And then a little bit of sad news. We got knocked out of the US Open in the quarterfinals to Greenville, of all teams. Team playing in the 2nd tier of American football. Yeah, they knocked us out, unfortunately. A bit of a shame, really. And then I kind of wanted to go a little bit further in this round, go up to the semifinals. We would have been taking on Red Bull. But anyway, that's a different story. Today, though, As you can see, we are doing quite well. Today we have some mouth-watering games for you. We're taking on LAFC. Yeah. Sorry. In a game. We're then going to skip the Dallas game. We're then going to take on our first game in San Luis, Atletico San Luis from Mexico. We're then going to skip Tolka, and then we're going to take on David Beckham's Inter Miami. Those are the three games we're going to be playing for you today. Originally, I wanted to do LAFC, Dallas, and Inter, but obviously we got the League Cup game. I thought it'd be fun to have a League Cup game in this one. So we'll skip one League game, one Dallas game. We'll be a little up and down. And then, yeah, let's go in straight into it. We're taking on LAFC. They're struggling a little bit. They are the current champions. But as you can see, they are struggling a little bit in the league. Currently sitting... They're in the Western Conference, eh? They're currently sitting in 4th position, 16 points behind us. A win here against our arch rivals could generally help us. They do have a good goal scorer in Carlos Vela. Of course, we know him, the former, can you guess it? Yep, former Arsenal man himself, and Real Sociedad. Of course, didn't have a great time in Arsenal, but he was there. He was there. Moved to LAFC in 2017? And kind of just hasn't really looked back and has been performing quite well in the MLS. No doubt about it. So good for him. We're going to go into this game with a clear mind. We do have a couple of problems. I don't want to say big problems, but we do have slight minor problems. And the fact that Jovic is out for the rest of the season. He's picked up a very serious injury in, as you can see, a torn hamstring. He was out for originally 3 months. It has reduced a lot just to 5 weeks. But we did put him on the injury. They didn't give me an option to say 6 months. They just said season ending. So he is officially season ended. Cuevas is also out with an injury, although he's not really involved in the first team. I pretty much have the team that is going to start against LAFC. This is the team that sort of have gotten us into the where we are right now. I did want to actually mention we did sign a player or two in terms of just players that were wavered across the board. No, we didn't. I lie. No, we did not sign a player or two. This was a player that was previously agreed to sign to us that we didn't actually check it, and that was Sebastian Penu. Here he is. He was signed as a waiver claim from Austin FC. That's right. It was a waiver. They don't appear on the transfer. I'm trying to still work out the MLS, but he has come in, played 1 game, scored 1 goal. He has come in as a striker. We literally just bring him in to help out the likes of Villapando and Chicharito since Jovic is injured. And then another player that we did pick up, I need to just find him. He isn't really a first-team player, but he is someone that is just helping with backup in terms of that. Did I... Oh, no. I remember now. I forgot. I didn't want to sign. It was a player that I was going to sign and decided against it. It was a right back that I picked up. Oh, no, there he is. There. Sebastian Anderson. Never mind. I did pick him up. I was in 2 minds about picking him up. I did decide eventually to pick him up as a waiver claim from Colorado. Decent little player. I don't think he's going to be setting the world on fire, but at 20 years old, I think he can do the job. When needed. Sebastian Anderson. Those are the 2 players we've got in. As for who's taking on LAFC, we've kind of set the team in motion already. So we've got Misovic in goals, who's been playing all right. 16 appearances, 13 conceded. Not great, but not bad. Better than Elinson. As you can see, 6 and 10. Neil and Zavaleta have been pretty much standard with Yame as the libero, been fantastic. Cagliari on the right, you can't argue for more. Liederman and Bergman are 2 veterans. I'll say Liederman's a veteran. He is 33 years old. He's a little bit maybe past veteran status, maybe looking at the tight. And Bergman as well at 30 years old. Maybe that is a position we're going to have to look at, revitalizing. Ode has come in to sort of cement his place as the left winger, keeping the likes of Edwards out. Puig, he's been okay. I wanted a little bit more from him, but he's been all right. He hasn't been too bad. Our youngster, our 16-year-old Rudsell, I think he's still 16, no, he's 17 now. Our 17-year-old Rudsell has really, really improved since coming in. Played 3 games so far. He has been playing well, enough to keep the likes of Douglas Costa out. But obviously, we're using him more of an impact sub at 32 years old. And then, like we mentioned earlier, Pinu is our lead striker at the moment. He is coming on as a non-domestical international player, playing from Chile. Decent finishing, decent first touch and dribbling. I think he just needs some game time to help get a little bit better. Let's get into the game. Let's take on LAFC. This is the Los Angeles derby. We're going to do it. Of course, in terms of rivalry, the LAFC versus LA Galaxy is a lot bigger, although it's a lot newer. It's still a lot bigger than the likes of LA Galaxy and San Jose, since they're just the same state, where these are actually in the same city, which is what makes this rivalry a little bit bigger. As we have our first highlight in the 9th minute, it is LA Galaxy stealing the ball from LAFC. You see how well that worked out, didn't it? Out, looking for options. Yan May coming as the libero, pushing very forward. Murgman. Lucas looking for options, picks up Ricky. Just hits it over the top there. That should have been... See, that's what I'm saying about Ricky. I expect a little bit more as the Trinquinista, to roam around that area a little bit. Push off to the left a bit, push off to the right a little bit, get in positions. But the problem is his finishing has just not been up to standard, in my opinion. He needs to do a lot better. Oh, looked like a very weird little throw there. That was a very weird throw, wasn't it? Liederman picks up the pieces, though. Neil looking for options, picks up Liederman. Back to Zavaleta. So essentially, when we do play this tactic, for those that just, like the little technical side about it, when we have the ball, as you can see right there, we have only 2 defenders back. Pinu off the bar. Oh, that looks really good. So when we have the ball, Yanmei pushes up into sort of a central midfield role, where Liederman, who's the ball-winning midfielder, kind of like hangs back. So we essentially do have a 3-man defense, with Liederman playing a little bit more advanced than the 2 centre-backs. But Neil and Zavaleta have basically just 2 centre-backs. Pinu's through. I think that's offside. I think that is offside. Is that offside? Yeah, it's offside. Yeah, so as I was saying, when we do have the ball, our players push up, we go a lot more forward, we go a lot more attacking, which is why we've managed to score 3 goals a game. On the downside is, though, we are conceding 1 or 2 goals every game as well. So there is a balance. Just to give you guys a little bit more of a visual representation of what happens when we have possession, he sort of goes into that sort of position like that, with these guys going to about there. So that's essentially what happens when we have the ball in this lineup. With actually, Ewan goes up to about there. So that's kind of what we have with him being in the middle. So that's more accurate of what we have with him, even just going a little bit more forward as the shadow striker about there. And then he will go into that pocket or up there, depending on what the situation needs. So that's just the little technical aspect of it all. I'm not just showing you what it's like, as this type of tactic, with the libero pushing up and all that. I need to reload this tactic now, apparently. Second half is underway. 47th minute. They have a throw in. They haven't really been in the game, have they? This is their first real attempt. And I mentioned his name earlier. And he's done the job, hasn't he? Carlos Vela with the goal. Good goal. Solid goal. Gonna shout for my team, demand more. We should be winning this game. We really should be. I mean, we've had some good chances. Palacios hit the bar. Riki hit it over. I think that might be their first shot on target. Yeah, first shot on target. And they scored a goal. Their second shot in the game. It's annoying, isn't it? Misovic. Looking for options. Yanmei picking up Pinu. Goes back to Ord. Looking for options. Ord cuts it inside. Goes down in the box. Retzo. Lucas with the goal. A clever little dink from Ritzel to see Lucas in space. We were pushing. We deserved that goal, really. Good initial tackle. Bergman picked up Rutzel. He could have taken the shot. Decided, you know what, Lucas is in a much better position. And Lucas then slotted home past Crepeau. That's not a swear, I promise. That is his actual name. Maxime Crepeau. 60-second. I was about to make some swaps. Just decided we're going to wait and see this highlight. Sorry. Zavaleta. Yamane. Looking for Lucas. It is Lucas who's going wayward wide. That was terrible. I was saying I'm getting better, but this cough is just not going away. We're going to bring on Chicharito for Pinu not having the best of game. I hyped him up, I think, a little bit too much. Onward as well. We'll bring in Rickwood and Ricky coming off. We'll bring on Lepley. Actually, no, we'll bring on Douglas. Douglas is more of a tranquilista than Lepley. For now. Rutzel's having a good game, so Lepley has been taken out of the team a little bit. We have the corner. Bergman goes short, picking up options to Douglas. Chicharito. Good save. We've got another corner. Bergman goes to the other side to take this corner. Launches one in. Long gets the clearance. Not as far as Douglas Costa. Brings it back into the box. Looking for Yamane at the back post. Tried a little looping header. And Crepeau saves it well. Crepeau, I guess, if you want to be French. I don't know. I'm not French. I don't know how to do it. Got to make another swap in a minute. I think Burgo is looking very tired out there. We bring on Delgado. Edwards isn't playing well, but he just did come on. Lucas is also looking very tired. Let's bring on Anderson. Let's give him his first run. Lucas did score our goal post, but he's looking super tired out there. Mitrovic picks up Yamane. Zavaleta. Delgado picks up Rutzel. Gives it away needlessly. But Chicharito wins it back in a good position. Rutzel looking for the long-range effort. My brother, you're never going to score that. Come on. Are we going to share the spoils at FC or Douglas Costa going to get onto the box? Onto the board, rather. Good save. Costa with the corner. Looking for the outswinger. He's probably going to play it short. Yeah. Edwards tried to pick up Chicharito. They had him covered. There. And Chicharito gave away the foul. It looks like it is going to end 1-1. We should have won this match. That was just so bad. I mean, everywhere you look at it, we should have won this match, guys. I mean, they had one shot on top, 3 shots in the whole game. I'm not happy with that. You should be embarrassed. We should have won that game. Right, I'm going to play the Dallas game off camera. We'll come back for some League Cup action in a bit. We're coming back for that game against Atletico San Luis and then into Miami. We'll come back for that. Right, so we are back for some League Cup action, taking on Atletico San Luis. Of course, in our last game, we did beat FC Dallas 3-1. Pinu picking up a brace with Anderson scoring his first goal for the club. Fantastic little result. You can see we didn't play too much of a heavily rotated squad. We did play some players out of rotation. With that being said, taking on Atletico San Luis, I kind of want to win this tournament. I don't know why, but I do want to win it. It's not part of the goals. That's the word I'm looking for. But I want to do it. So defense is going to be the same. Midfield the same as the last game. Up front is where the changes happen. Douglas Costa coming in for Ricky. Just hasn't been playing well the last 2 games. Going to give Douglas Costa a run. And then Lepley coming in for the injured Rutzel. Picked up an injury 6 days. So he's out for that. Chicharito also picked up a slight knock. He's got 4 days to recover. Now, it says Jelavic is ready to come back in 3 weeks. He's not. He is on the reserve list for injuries. And then Anderson struggling for fitness, of course, just signing, so he'll be placed on the reserves. They're not coming even on the bench. Let's get to the game. Taking on Atletico San Luis, playing in the Estadio Alfonso Lestras in San Luis Potosí in Mexico. Built in 2002, 25,000 seater capacity. Not a bad squad. If you look at their key players, it is Rodrigo Durando. Decent little centre-back, defensive midfielder. I think he could do the business for them. They don't have a top prospect, though. I'll still be looking at scouting them a little bit, but let's get into the game. So we're live here in Mexico, taking on Atletico San Luis in the League Cup. Like I said, I kind of want to win this competition, even though it's not a priority. I think it's be fun to win it, and it's a good opportunity to see how we do continentally as well. Taking on teams from Mexico, I think could prove to be a good little sort of entree, or an appetizer to what next season can become if we get into the CONCACAF, which is obviously our goal to get into that one, because at the rate we're going to win the combined league, which is a goal, and then we need to just win the playoffs, which is the other goal, and then win a continental trophy. Then we've sort of rebuilt LA Galaxy, and that is the plan. With that being said, this half has been exceptionally boring. This is the first highlight coming in the stoppage time of the first half. With 2 minutes to play, it's literally blown for 2 minutes. We're on the 47th minute. The whistle should go. Zaldari, oh my goodness. They've literally scored in the last second of the game. The most boring half we've ever had. And look how they just easily picked apart the defense there. Yamane was in possession. He should have dropped back. Was that Yamane? Yeah. Yamane should have dropped back there a little bit. Good, solid finish. We're down 1-0. The first game of the League Cup. What was that? Sort yourselves out, guys. We're going to demand more from the team as well. We should be winning this game. Neil has possession now. Neil is suspended for the next game against Inter Miami. By the way, he's picked up 5 yellow cards in the MLS. And he's on a yellow card in this game as well. So not looking good disciplinary. Oh, looking for options. Picks up Douglas Costa. I feel like the flag went up there. I did think he was a little bit offside. Don't think that's going to count. There is VAR in the League Cup as well. I honestly thought he was offside. I legit thought he was offside. That's why I wasn't even celebrating. We'll take it, though. I think the other man was offside, though. I think Pinot was offside. Was that Pinot? Who's that? I can't see her. I want to be this guy. Pinot Lepli was offside, not Douglas Costa. Okay, well, that counts. That counts. We can do another goal, would be great. Don't really want to draw in this one. Of course, you only get 2 opportunities to qualify, and the top 2 qualify, so maybe a draw isn't the end of the world. Villapando can come on for Penu. He's not playing great. Lepli come off for Alvarez. Lodam coming for Aguirre. Making some swaps there just to help a little bit. Get better. Why did the other swaps not happen? Hold on. Only the one happened. Because Tucker picked up an injury, so it just cancelled all the other ones. That's annoying. There we go. Also, only one sub happened. That was weird. Get back into this game now with the new subs. Villapando on and Aguirre as well. Alvarez coming in as a shadow striker. We do have a corner. Bergman looking for options at the back post. Zavaleta just over the top there. Has scored 1 or 2 headers in this save at least. It looks like this will be a draw. 4 minutes left to go. Oh, there's no draws in the League Cup. It goes to penalties. It goes to I really need to read these rules. Okay, well, we've got penalty shootout, I guess. Bergman, Costa, Neil, Cagliari, and Villapando will probably be my top 5. Then the rest, we'll just slot them in there. Alvarez so bad at taking penalties. Even the goalkeeper's better. And we just go composure. Who's got the most composure in the top 5? Cagliari. So you'll take... we'll take your number 4. We'll keep your number 4. We'll make Neil take number 5. He's the highest composure there. The rest don't have great composure. In fact, I'm going to let Neil take the first one and then swap those two around like that. Yeah. Let's see. There we go. I hate penalties, I really do. Just be confident, do your best. Let's go. We'll go for the nice TV view though. How about that? We'll change the view a little bit. We'll go to the behind the goal view. It's much cooler to watch it like this. Here we go. Oh! Well, he guessed the wrong way, but he got a good change up there. Neil now facing Sanchez. Jalen Neil, our most composed player, saves it from Sanchez. Garcia picks up Misovic. We have lost penalty shootouts before. We lost to Greenville in penalties, but Misovic this time makes the save. Douglas Costa picked against Sanchez. Douglas Costa easily puts that in the back of the net. Misovic taking on Guemes. Come on, Misovic. Well, he guessed right, but just enough to get the ball back in the back of the net. Villapando, 16-year-old, stepping up to take a penalty. Smashes it straight into Sanchez's hands. Like, that was good goalkeeping to keep a hold of that. That isn't bad. Salilis, Lamangage, and Misovic saves that well. Saves that well. We need to score this one now. We need to score. Even this out. Bergman. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. A save here would be amazing. Klimovic, yes, boy! It's all falling onto Lucas's hands, and I hate this because I got to watch him run all the way from the top there. Taking his time, building up tension. Sanchez has saved 2 penalties already. Can he save Lucas? Can Lucas send us to the next? Yes, he does. Lucas with the win. I believe that gives us 3 points in the league. Fantastic result. I'm happy. Again, this isn't a competition we should really be cared about, but we're caring about it. We are caring about it because now that means we get 2 points for a penalty win. Okay. You also get a 1 point for penalty loss. Okay. No losses. No losses. No draws in this game. All right. Anyway, we're going to play the other game, Tolka, off screen, and we'll come back for Inter Miami. My word. So we said we're coming back for the Inter Miami match. It's just not the Inter Miami match you thought we were coming back from. Yeah. Turns out the Leagues Cup, as they call it, goes right through to basically this month. I didn't know that, so we did land up playing a lot more games than it is, but we are taking on Inter Miami in the League Cup West final. I'm not sure if that means that you play against the guys that came in East. They each have their own South, East, Central, and West. All have, so I'm not sure if there's another round after this. I think these are just the finals that you're going to take on. So we're taking on Inter Miami in the West final, which is a little bit weird because Miami's on the East. We're on the West. They're in Florida, right? I'm not confused. Anyway, but yeah, we're taking on Inter Miami, as you can see. And then we've got Inter Miami. We did beat DC United 2-0, and then beat Real Salt Lake 2-1 as well. Pinu coming clutch in that one, scoring 2 goals for us. The DC United one, a little bit more straightforward. We did have to get a point against 2 points against Tulka, who we won on penalties. But that's besides the point. We're taking on Inter Miami. That's right. David Beckham-owned team. Is he still the owner of this team? He's still one of the owners with Jose Marsh and Jorge Mas. There we go. So he is still the president of the club. Of course, it is an Inter Miami without, I was going to say without Lionel Messi. He is back in the team. He went on loan for a little bit to PSG and then came. Yeah, still had a sign when we looked at it originally. He's played to, scored to Lionel Messi coming up against us. We also have to Andre Yildiz. Let's not forget, he is a very, very good player. If we look at the rest of the team, some really good players in this thing. Busquets is there. In 35 years old, he is still a phenomenal player in this league. So that's something to look out for. Interesting, they're playing Messi on the right. Pretty much the same team, you know. The only difference is we do have new signing Fangudez coming in there. He was a trade offer to Austin FC. They took Rodriguez from us. It was a predetermined stuff. I didn't have anything. We do have another player that we did sign in Brian Ojeda. Young guy. We're training him as a deep-lying ball-winning midfielder. I've brought him in just sort of to replace Liederman, who's leaving next season. I think he could be a very good signing. We do have the likes of Aguirre and Delgado, who can both play in that position, but I just feel like he's a little bit better. With that being said, Cantone left the club on a free. We just didn't have space for him in the end. This is the team that's going through. Like I said, the rest of the team pretty much exactly the same. Pinu has been phenomenal up front. In the Leagues Cup, 3 games, 3 scored. In the MLS, 3 games, 3 scored. I mean, he has been superb up front, so he's going to continue. We're going to go to the game. We're taking on Inter Miami. The game is at our home ground, I think. Where is the game being played? Doesn't say, does it? Check on the fixtures. Does it say where is it playing? It's going to be a home game, so it is going to be at our own stadium, which is nice. It's nice to have a match at the Dignity Health Sports Park. We haven't spoken much about it in California, so there we go. We are coming to the home ground. Very nice stadium, 27,000 seater. Let's get to the game. Obviously, the big talking point is, can Lionel Messi cause us problems? And at his age, I wouldn't put it past it. I mean, Lionel Messi is a special, special talent. The moment, though, we have the ball. Puig looking for options, picks up out on the wing, crosses in Pinu. That was a good chance. Cagliari looking for options. A nice, like, dusk-looking field today, isn't it? In the and I wonder why. It must be playing like in the evening, you know, when the sun is about to set. It looks beautiful. It looks very, very beautiful. That was a very pointless highlight, wasn't it? Inter do have a break here with Jean Mata. Good save. Good save from Misovic. Messi with the corner. Can't get it out. So Valletta clears it, but not as far as Taylor. But that will be the end of that highlight. We have a corner with Bergman taking the corner. Goes to the top of the post. Goes back to Pugh. Back to Bergman. Looking for options. Looking for options. Goes at it alone. Gaston with the goal. No one does it like Gaston. Hey? Hey? There we go. That's to my Disney fans out there. Nothing quite like Gaston there. Bergman with a fantastic finish. Captain fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful finish. I love that. That was good. That was good. As we start off this, I want to win the Leagues Cup. I think it'll be fun to win it. It wasn't part of the goal. It wasn't part of the plan or anything like that. But, you know, we made it to the finals. We might as well win a trophy. And then that's a trophy for us in our first season, at least. Then we're on the right path to rebuilding LA Galaxy. Busquets picks up Campagna. Miller. This is Gorgie looking for Sergio once again. McVeigh looking for options. He has Messi just in front of him. Decides to go back, but they finally pick up Messi. This is good passing from Inter Miami. Taylor, Campagna. Goes wayward wide there. That's the type of shot that I'll take you off. We have another opportunity with Pug. Looking for Cagliari. Caligari. Gotta say his name right, eh? Caligari. Lucas. I don't know why I decided to use his surname today. I've just been using his first name for the whole of the season, basically, and now I decided just to use his surname. I don't know why. Half-time, it is LA Galaxy 1, Inter Miami 0. I'm happy. I'm going to be still a bit shocked at the players because I want a little bit more from them. I'm expecting a little bit more from Fagudez. I mean, he hasn't been playing too well since coming in. He's still adapting to the system. Not really known to be a shadow striker, but we are training him in that position, so hopefully he can get a little bit better. We do have the free kick. Yeah, taking his time there. Is it 28? That is Fagudez playing around there. Can he go for goal? Can he score? He goes directly for goal, hits the bar. Jordi Alba, who we didn't speak about, though, he is also in this Inter Miami team. A couple of ex-Barcelona guys, hey? Just racking them all up. This is old. Picking up now. Can go down the wing. It has the place to beat Messi. And as I was saying, he hasn't done much to cement himself in this campaign. Fagudez picks up a goal. Fantastic goal against Inter Miami. Against the run of play, really. Let's be honest. Ode picked it up nicely. Ran down the beat Messi for pace. It took a wicked deflection of Dos Santos, I think, in the end, the goalkeeper. But it does go in nonetheless. We're 2-0 up. Picks up Lucas. Another good opportunity here. Leerdam. Neil. Lucas. Leerdam. Neil. Looking for options. Zabaleta doing the patient play. I like it. Limane. Hug. Fagudez. Cuts inside. And he's ever reliable. That's 4-4. I think that's going to count. I think he was onside. He has been a goal-scoring machine. Don't take that away from him. Don't take it away from him. They're going to keep it. 4-4 for him. Actually, it's what, 7-7 now for him because he scored 4 in this competition, 3 in the MLS. Beautiful little finish. Beautiful little finish. And just to show you, he was onside. He was behind the ball. Beautifully timed. Pinu picks up a beautiful header. Time to bring on some subs. Looking the likes of Leerdam, looking a bit tired out there. We'll bring on our new boy in Ojeda. Who else is looking tired? Pug is looking a bit tired. We'll take off. We'll bring on Lapley. Not Lapley, actually. I'm going to try Villapando in that. Rudsell in that. No, should I try Villapando? Let's try Villapando. We'll go with Villapando. We're going to start training him as a Trinquistista. That's what I have decided. Yama can come off for Yoshida, another new signing. He was predetermined signing. We didn't have much of a choice of him. And you know what? I'm going to give Aldo a bit of a rest as well. Bring on Edwards. Bring on 4 subs. We 3-0 up. We should be fine. Didn't talk much about my Yoshida, a 34-year-old former Premier League player. Decent libero at his age. So he's coming as a backup option for fellow Japanese superstar. Not bad. Not bad at all. Inter Miami are struggling, really. Almost picked up a hat-trick there. Good strike there from Diego. Almost picked up the hat-trick. That would have been what a way to stick it to your manager, hey? If you can score a hat-trick after being criticized that you haven't been playing well enough. Reyes. Aveles. Looking for Messi. He's been moved over to the left flank. Here comes Edwards, though. Edwards cuts inside beautifully. What a finish. You know, maybe I talked it into existence. Maybe I talked it into existence that he's going to just give a big middle finger to the manager. But that was amazing. I'm happy. Give me the middle finger. If you're going to score 3 goals in a game, give me the middle finger. I don't care. That was a fantastic little pass there from Edwards. Pinu couldn't get the shot off. Miller got the tackle. Unfortunately, it fell down to Fagudez. Picks up his 3rd of the match. It's his 2nd of the match, actually. Sorry, not his 3rd. I lie. He hit the crossbar. I thought he scored the free kick. He hit the crossbar. Can he score the 3rd? Now is the question. Can he give me the middle finger? I feel like he still has, though. Lucas. Pinu. That's his 2nd of the game. I think that one will be a little bit offside. I think that's his offside. Is it offside? No, it's been given. It's been given. We didn't get the little graphic, but they're going to replay to the goal. Lucas cuts inside, a beautiful little cut in. Pinu, I still feel like he was offside, guys. I won't lie. I think VAR might have gotten this one wrong. We'll get the little lines. We'll get the lines out there. He's behind the ball. He's behind the ball. I guess that's onside. It's very difficult to tell from there, but he is onside, and that's a good result. 5-0 against Inter Miami. We win the League Cup West Division. Do we not get a little trophy celebration? Do we not get that? Do we just move on to another round? How does this work? Well, Sporting KC beat Colorado in the East Cup. Right, so I'm not 100% sure if we won another trophy. Why we didn't get that. According to the schedule, we taking on Inter Miami in a few days' time again. League Cup playoff final. And there's a League Cup playoff semi-final. So we're going to the playoffs. Okay, here's what we're going to do then. I'm not going to show any more games. If we go to the playoff finals, we'll show you the playoff finals. And then maybe move on ahead. I was actually just going to go towards the end of the season here, maybe take them out and then take on Chicago, Portland and Chicago, the last two games, and then the next episode do the playoffs. So what we're going to do instead is, if we do get to the League Cup playoff final, which is after one game, we will then come back for that game and then just fast forward all the way back to Chicago and play that game. So we'll just skip a whole bunch of games in between. It's going to be an up and down little season. That's fine. I don't think you guys mind that too much. So we're going to end off the show here, or the episode here rather. Like I said, we're going to probably come back for that Leagues Cup final if we make it to there, depending if we win the semi-final, and then just fast forward all the way to the last game of the season against Chicago, and then next episode after that, we'll do the playoffs stuff, guys. Please don't forget to click subscribe, get notified if you're not done so already, and definitely do this. Definitely do this. Give me a comment as well. Tell me how well we're doing for the rebuild of LA Galaxy, or if you feel like we should be doing something different. Of course, with the end of the playoffs means we can start signing some new players. There is a few players that I have scouted that we're going to be looking at, so we'll maybe do a transfer special after the playoffs. We'll get to that, though. I'm not sure how it's all going to work, because, of course, we do still need to win continental football. That is the goal within 3 seasons. We're on course to getting the MLS trophy done, which is great, which means we'll be playing continental football next season. Of course, that's great. We're getting ahead of ourselves, guys. For now, though, make sure you subscribe, thumbs up, comment, all that good stuff. It's your boy, the Vustap. Till next time, peace and chicken grease.